The Aguilar cheering department in full support of Jabber, of course. 49-48. The lead shifts back in the seesaw third quarter to Barangay Ginebra.
Being a double team, instead passed it off to his open teammate, and Semina did not disappoint.
Thompson, the pass lands with Holt. 10 seconds in the shot clock for Barangay Ginebra. Stephen goes to Scotty. Chop it inside. Chop will have to put it up, and he will make it.
Just a fantastic confidence Chapit Aguilar is experiencing right now. 14 points. He was relatively quiet in the first quarter, so he's slowly getting into his tournament average of 19, and we're only in the early part of the third quarter.
I mean, is there another player, Coach Ryan, who can say that at 37 years of age had the best conference of their entire PBA career?
Probably is the only one. The closest was, I think, in the last conference, and that is Bobelga, who had a scintillating performance. But right now, because he's playing in the same position as Fuller, spot duty na lang si Bobelga, but still he was able to deliver in the last game.
A miss coming from Holt. That's a match scramble down low, picked up and put in by DeQuan Jones. As Nlex will lead here, 53-51. Chapit, I think, took one to the mouth earlier. And that is why they were instructing him stay down to prompt the officials to call their timeout.
It is the right call, because the ball is...
I think he may have lost a tooth, because one of their trainers ran to the other baseline to try and retrieve it, perhaps, as Aguilar will head straight.
All right there.
Stuff, yeah. Oh, the hit was, of course, inadvertent, accidental. It may not look much, but with the wrong angle, bad things could happen. Types of collisions, as we knew, needed to be subbed out at that stage.
Tried to call a timeout, but they had to sit down and get the attention of our referees.
Now, Japet Aguilar, your lone reliable center, is out at this stage. Where will you go with your Barangay Ginebra?
I think Coach Tincon answered it. Brownlee will play the 5 spot, and Barangay Ginebra will opt to play with a smaller complement. And that is because there's a huge drop. After Japet Aguilar, there's really no reliable guy to man the slot for Barangay Ginebra. But if they keep on shooting from the outside the same way as Rick did, then it's going to be good for them.
Lead shifts back to Barangay Ginebra once again, 54-53.
But I don't think it's going to be a big issue, because Nlex is also not playing with a natural 5-man. So they're practically matched on the height department, but for the Road Warriors, better execution of that offense.
Early against Enoch. JB looking for it. They burn it very early.
They challenged earlier. They wanted to take it back. They lost in that challenge, and they don't have one anymore. It is as simple as that one. So Valdez felt like it was all ball. But call will stay.
Well, to be fair, they did try to take that challenge back in the first quarter.
There's more of a comic relief.
After seeing the replay. You know, all these coaches are tuned into Pilipinas Live.
Of course.
Because they're watching.
Of course.
They're watching the quick replays. And when they saw that, it was obvious that there was a hack on the arm of Japet. Tried to erase the challenge, but it was already motioned.
Whatever edge you can get. And they have an assistant coach doing that sole purpose.
So again, it has been a seesaw third quarter so far. Nlex now down by 1, but with an opportunity to get the lead back. Oh, that was very close to a traveling violation. As they will come up empty. JB on the attack. Brownlee sets it up to Thompson. Holt drives. This is another layup like how he missed earlier.
Tim Cone is correct. You're being polite, Carlo, by saying almost a traveling violation. But on the other side, Columbus, a gimme layup.
The hope is that the Nlex Road Warriors will get a momentum turner at this stage. A timeout for Nlex of 57 to 56.
Lamang pa din ang Ginebra.
Still watching the 49th season of the PBA Governors Cup right here on PBA Rush and the Pilipinas Live app. Carlo and Coach Ryan for the Nlex Road Warriors. According to Coach Borgie Hermida, defensively, they didn't see much of a problem in the first two quarters. However, there was a lot of emphasis on their offense, specifically their outside shooting, considering players like Roger and Torres were 0 from beyond the arc in the first two quarters. Now, Coach Borgie says that there won't be much of an adjustment, but they do want to see players continue shooting their shot and not hesitating. And lastly, continue out rebounding Ginebra in the last two quarters. Now, for Ginebra, defense naman yung concern nila. For Coach Richard, they must have the conscious effort, limiting Nlex's points in the paint specifically, and being more mindful of their imports movement, who is coming off fresh after sitting out long minutes in the first half. Now, just a quick update on Japeth Aguilar. He's still currently inside the dugout, so I will get back to you guys as soon as possible.
Thank you for that, Miss Bea. That's a sorry miss for Justin Brownlee. Another good stop here for the Nlex Road Warriors. 5 minutes and change remaining in your third quarter of action. A win for Nlex will book them a spot in the quarter. Questions asked. One hander is gone as Torres did everything he can to avoid the defense of Justin Brownlee.
And good read once again by Pollock. He was able to draw two defenders. He issued a pass to his new teammate Torres. In the first few attempts at the start of the third quarter, he was just settling for an outside shot. Now he is so conscious in attacking the basket, going closer to the rim, and that forced the hand of Coach Tim Cone to call another 30-second timeout.
The absence of Japeth Aguilar is basically an open invitation for Daquan Jones and the rest of the Nlex Road Warriors to penetrate and score in the shaded area. We're checking out the numbers of Maverick Ahanmisi in their last game, in their first meeting versus Nlex. 20 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 12 points in the first half.
It was great with that kind of a basket percentage from the field. Okay, so you're calling
Yeah.
initially.
Yep, a 3-point shot.
That was correct.
Yep.
Because I saw the referee gesture that there was a stepping violation on the white line. That's why I didn't call it. So you got lucky that time.
Or I saw it.
It was not almost a three-pointer.
It is a 3-point shot.
Three-pointer.
61 to 59, officially our score now. But again, where will you get rim protection from? If you are Barangay Ginebra, would you really put that on the shoulders of Justin Brownlee right now with everything else that he has to do for the squad?
Oh, it is very difficult. And the other local players are not also performing up to par, especially because of the absence of Japeth Aguilar right now. It has to be Brownlee who should be the focal point on offense for the white shirts.
Outside shot won't work for Stephen Holt. As you take another look at this conversion from Maverick Ahanmisi.
Oh, that's clear.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Obviously a 3-point shot.
And that is how he was trained. He uses that ball screen. Volley goes under. He must take it.
For the Quan Jones, though, 8 points in the first half, 8 points here in the third quarter, and counting. As Torres might have taken that a little bit early. No one chasing that loose ball from Nlex. Scotty Thompson is fouled from behind for 2 free throws.
Oh, that running start really gave Scotty Thompson an advantage. He was not able to finish it, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. Still relatively quiet. There's Scotty Thompson, only 7 points. Still negative in terms of plus-minus efficiency, -9 so far. And the other guy who is so quiet is Ron J.
Yep.
Barrientos.
No field goals yet for Juan J. Barrientos. 3 points, 3 free throws. Coming off of this 19-point performance the first time around against Nlex, both of them, the MVP and the rookie, Barrientos.
And who can forget about the 24-point explosion of Ron J in their last game? He was unconscious from the outside. And that lucky bounce for Scotty Thompson. And with his second free throw, ties the ball game at 61 points apiece.
Earlier, Coach, you were saying, as long as the Nlex Road Warriors stayed within striking distance without their foul-saddled,
Without Chuck Aguilar, you're not only losing 19 points per ball game, you're also losing rim protection. So expect the Road Warriors to really attack inside and score majority of their baskets inside the paint.
and they're very good in terms of scoring 2-point shots. They have a decent percentage here, number 1 in the PBA in terms of 2-point field goal percentage. Brownlee misses from deep. Bolek asking for a clear out on that side. Robert now posting up against Barrientos. He locates a cutting Mocon. JV bothered. Foul.
This is typical offensive execution of teams coached by Coach Jong with Chico. There will be times in the game where it is not even going to execute on offense. He will just look for mismatches, and that is where he will go. Let's talk about that in depth after this timeout.
This program is brought to you by PLDT.
Your home's gotta have the new PLDT Home Fiber Unli All. Get supercharged with Unli Mobile. That's free mobile to mobile and mobile to landline calls. Plus double the speed Unli Fiber. And Unli Signal. Get all these for
the players on the floor right now are evenly matched. So we saw the way the Road Warriors are trying to attack the defense of Barangay Ginebra and taking advantage of an absence of a rim protector. That is also the kind of advantage that Barangay Ginebra has because relatively smaller is this five of Coach Jong with Chico. There is also no one who is known to be a shot blocker rim protector.
But you're saying that Japet shouldn't smile after the chip tooth, but when Paulie chipped his tooth, I haven't seen him smile that much. He was posing for photos. He was sharing it to everyone because that's a battle star. You're proud that you are putting yourself out there, putting everything on the line when you compete here in the PBA.
And I remember there was also one game in the international scene that Koy Eram also had a chip tooth and he kept on playing. But speaking of really the ability of Jones not just to attack, what you can see is a core level is left back. But if you're up against Jones, that shot is something that we've seen him do on a consistent basis. So far from 4, 3 out of 5 for 60% for the import and enforcement of Nlex.
Outstanding catch coming from Coach Jong with Chico, yanking out his import, Daquan Jones. They will force Justin Brownlee to pass out. They swing it. Scotty goes baseline. Layup, no good. There was a foul on the rebound, and Nlex is in penalty. And that's two straight end of quarter situations where Nlex will make a mistake to allow Barangay Ginebra to score.
And it's nice to see Coach Jong with Chico again being animated on the sidelines. There were instances before that he is just so relaxed on the side, but sensing how important this ball game is for his team. And you can see that his players are responding to his coaching. He's a 9-time PBA champion, 8 for San Miguel, 1 for TNT. And it's a joy to watch him call the games again on the sideline.
Miss for Ahan Misi in the first. Takes care of the second. 4.4 to work with here. This will have to be quick for Nlex. Semerad open for a three. No good. Would have been big if he made that at the end of the third quarter. So the Nlex Road Warriors recovering, bouncing back, and bringing with them a 3-point lead, 71-68, heading into the fourth and final quarter of action.
This program is brought to you by Honda.
Behind every victory is a powerful winning ride. The all-new Winner X. Ride like a champion.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All. All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
This program is brought to you by Arena Plus.
Game so far in the first half, it was the foul trouble of Daquan Jones as he was limited to only 8 points in the first 2 quarters, only 8 minutes of play, but a dominant, a resurgent Daquan Jones showed up in the third period to lead all scorers right now. Heavy reliance on the starters for both these teams. Again, bench scoring is not something that they do really good at. This is the number 10 team and number 12 team in points from the second unit. Japet Aguilar is still delivering the goods. 14 points, 5 rebounds, efficient, 5 of 6, but he chipped the tooth in an exchange with Anthony Semerat in the third quarter, but he will start the fourth for Coach Tim Cone, while Daquan Jones will take a quick breather for Coach Jong with Chico.
Massive run in the third quarter for Nlex. They scored a game best quarter for them. That's 32 points while limiting the Gin Kings to just 25. And applauded effort of Japet Aguilar to decide to come back in this game His team is down by 3 after being up by 4, so a 7-point turnaround for the Road Warriors.
You saw Anthony Semerad approaching Japet Aguirre, apologizing. Of course, it's something that he did not mean to happen. Just happened sometimes. 32 to 25, an explosive scoring quarter for Nlex, led by their import. This could be the quickest substitution in this entire conference as Quan Jones checks back into this matchup.
Just an extra 15 seconds after the timeout, or that in between quarters break.
Maybe the entry of Japet Aguilar was enough to convince Coach Chong Chico to send back his import to the floor. Policarpio wanting to go to Amer. Maser, jumper too strong. Rebound battle won by Abarrientos.
For Coach Jong, what he likes is he wants to take advantage with an import inside while Brownlee is on the bench resting.
Scotty using the ball screen, attacks baseline. Policarpio all over him. Policarpio with the denial as Japet draws a foul from Locon.
So for Jones, he cannot leak out. He is with a very small local teammates, so he has to color the rebounds. It's not his strong suit, only 7 rebounds so far for Jones. He had 11 in his first game against Rain or Shine, and also grabbed 7 rebounds against Phoenix.
And you would think, Coach Ryan, that rebounding, that gang rebounding, team rebounding is on the top of the board for both these teams, because Nlex is number 10 in that department. Barangay Ginebra even worse at number 11 in total rebounds.
And that is why there's a alignment that must happen in the mind of Jones. He is not going to be a recipient of a lot of fast break passes, because what he is tasked to do really is to make sure that they get a defensive rebound. So he has to be in there battling it out.
Oh, that is a brave move coming from Cyrus Torres with a one-hander in traffic.
Great find. Just the right timing for him to wear the Nlex uniform in the last few games of his team. And if they make it to the quarterfinals, this will be a formidable crew, and he will be an important aspect with the way they're running things. But speaking of being important, that was a critical shot by Abarrientos. His first 3-pointer, but enough for Barangay Ginebra to tie the score of Nlex.
Amer. They blitz him. Torres launches from deep. No good. Japet was fouled by Policarpio. And for the young side of Torres, that is a shot that will be available for you at any point in the shot clock. At any point. You'll have to trust your bets a little bit more than that.
Yes, first we take a look at this shot of RJ Abarrientos. He was able to find that opening.
Lead 75-73.
Now expect Jones to demand that rock.
Good pass down low. Policarpio answers right back.
And talking about Jones getting the ball, he was able to destroy the defensive alignment of Barangay Ginebra by merely touching that ball, because there was an automatic attention drawn by him, and that left his teammate open underneath the basket. Miscommunication that time between Japet Aguilar and RJ Abarrientos. And this is really a quality ball game we're witnessing with 9:27 remaining in the game.
Check this out, Coach. 3 of the players for Coach John Chico playing this crucial game in the 4th quarter. 2 guys that he did not have at the start of this conference. And a rookie in Jonel Policarpio, throwing his trust in new faces for the squad should be a great confidence booster for those 3 players.
Oh, slowly but surely, Coach Jong is really seeing and relying on his new players out of nowhere. Scotty Thompson getting that steal off Policarpio.
If you don't know Jonel Policarpio, you know now that Scotty Thompson does that to rebounders, and now he will manufacture 2 free throws off of that attempt.
Oh, just taking advantage. Amer really having a hard time, struggling, as a matter of fact, to defend Scotty Thompson, who was trying to post him up. And Scotty Thompson coming alive here in this game, especially in the latter part of this ball game. Now with 12 points, but there's a different aggressiveness that we're seeing right now, but he misses the first free throw.
High ball game 75-75 as Tony Semerat re-enters the contest along with Richie Roger, replacing Policarpio and Mocon. Jiggy Thompson and Estrada, of course, host of Face to Face.
Whoa!
Sideline. Ooh, he misses. Those could be big against Barangay Ginebra.
Back-to-back misses by Scotty.
That will be a foul called against RJ Abarrientos. A little handsy against Baseramer.
And he quickly apologized to Coach Tinclon because Coach Tinclon is a high percentage coach in terms of playing defense, just stay in front. So that gamble pretty much is the reason why a foul was called, and Coach Tim is not a fan of that kind of a defense.
We send it over to Ms. Baez Cuderbe.
Carlo and Coach Ryan over on the side of the Nlex Road Warriors, knowing there's so much banking on getting this win against Ginebra. Coach John Chico emphasized being disciplined on their defense, specifically on import Justin Brownlee when he is on the floor. Knowing that Ginebra has been isolating JB, he did highlight Nlex's tendency to slide their defense when going one-on-one against him. So for Coach John, the Road Warriors must be able to keep their momentum against Ginebra's offensive tendencies in the last quarter of this ball game. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that report. Bea, as Thompson finds himself into deep, misses that shot. You know, Bolik will have to find a way to balance out his propensity taking that 4-point shot. It has not been a great friend of him, shooting about 11% from the 4-point range, and now he turns the ball over. Abarrientos. Oh, poor pass to Semerat. The wrong man. Counter.
Is simply hard to stop, especially if he has that running start. And I don't think Japet Aguilar is a happy man right now. What we're going to see is whether that kind of a reaction from Semerat merits the kind of collision that he had against Japet Aguilar.
Foul whistled against Tony Semerat.
A good thing Semerat was not called for flopping.
And that will lead us into this timeout. And Nlex up by 2 points, 77-75.
This program is brought to you by Honda.
Behind every victory is a powerful winning ride. The all-new Winner X. Ride like a champion.
Seven and a half remaining in this ball game between the Nlex Road Warriors and Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. We're down to our final 2 play dates in the group stage. Last set of elimination round games will be played tomorrow for us to determine what the pairings would look like heading into the quarterfinals.
Still a lot of complications after the game yesterday, after the game tomorrow. The game yesterday also has a lot of bearing as to how our matchup will be like in the quarterfinals. Terrafirma, of course, will not make it together with Northport. And on the other side, Phoenix also will not make it past the elimination round.
RJ Abarrientos makes up for the mistake with a cold-blooded triple to get them ahead by 1.
And it was looking at the direction of team governor Al Francis Chu, as if Al Francis was telling him, instead of passing the ball to an opponent, just shoot it. You will have a lot of chances to make a basket.
Bolik up top against Thompson. Robert, another spin, another layup, money again.
And by this time, they should be able to identify or scout that move of Robert Bolik. He drops that left shoulder. He's going to finish with his right hand. And I think Japet Aguilar still is
not happy
affected.
with the way up.
Yes, affected by him losing a tooth, courtesy of Anthony Semera.
Because they're playing extra physical against
Yes.
each other now. It's a battle between these two. 14 seconds on the shot clock for Barangay Ginebra. Abarrientos up top using the screen. There's a switch. Import on him now. Abarrientos launches. Misses from deep. Only a 1-point ball game. 79-78 in favor of Nlex. Rogers swings it. Semerat for three. Could not connect. Valdez wins out that offensive rebound. There was a fresh 14 for Nlex. Bolik working against Scotty. Setting up Semerat. Another look from downtown. Another miss. Another rebound for Eno. One more chance here. Bolik.
Shooter, but it is very important right now to get the ball in the hands of your imports. 2 points, but this time around, I will make sure that I will score off you.
Lead shifts back to Barangay Ginebra, 84-83. Less than 4 minutes remaining in this ball game. We have a timeout.
With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
So ngayon, I'm just doing the right thing. Siguro coming from the bench, siguro yung energy type of player, yun yung siguro need namin eh. So for me, kaya ko naman mag-adjust kahit anong bigay sa akin ng coaches. Papunta kami sa playoffs. Kailangan namin maging deep. Hindi lang sa first five, siguro from the bench din also. So for me, yun yung kailangan kong matutunan, kailangan kong maging 100%. 101% from the bench na maging energy guy from the team. So
RJ Abarrientos, the young rookie, making his debut here in the PBA, has 11 points in this ball game. It started out tough for him. He made his first 3 free throws, but after that, a little bit better. 11 points for Abarrientos, a total of 14 points off the bench for Barangay Ginebra. That is the kind of pressure on his shoulders. That is how big a role he plays for Coach Tim Cone.
And in his last game, he had 24 points.
Presence of Enoch Valdez.
And everybody was just stunned. Meaning, the offensive rebounding is a domain of the Road Warriors right now. They're getting multiple opportunities, and this is also a great validation on the greatness of a reinforcement Jones is for the Road Warriors.
Abarrientos did not catch it clean. Holt will launch from downtown. He was left marked. 3-point shot in and out.
Sorry, miss for Holt that time.
And Nlex Road Warriors eliminating officially the Blackwater Bossing from playoff contention by securing this victory against Barangay Ginebra. San Miguel, you have to tip your hat to the Warriors of Barangay Ginebra. Javan Aguilar, initially, we thought he chipped his tooth. Coach, he lost two front teeth in that exchange with Anthony Semirat in the third quarter. Justin Brownlee out with a case of cramps. But up until that last moment, they had a chance to send it into a second overtime. Just a miss from the 4-point range from Ronjia Barrientos.
Oh, that was really a good look. And thanks to this guy, Jones, with a total of 44 big points. And it turned out to be the best player of the ball game.
And he is indeed our best player of the game, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. There is a different confidence to this Nlex side, knowing that their import is of high quality.
And you don't want to go up against this team to be a game for you when you go up against Nlex. But he is actually 2-1 in his first 3 games here in the league.
Our final score is also brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. 103 for the Nlex.
Talo, Jeans. Salamat sa mga nanood. Talo, Jeans. Guys. Naglalaro ako dito sa background. Yari ka. Natsampahan ito dali ka sa dali ka.